Hello Virgo, and welcome into your monthly reading for April of 2023. Happy spring. Happy spring. Welcome into a month that's going to be heating up for sure. We're going to have, eclipse season is starting up. We're going to have Mercury retrograde this month. We're going to have all sorts of fun stuff. So let's all just, it almost feels a little bit like buckle up kind of thing. So we're all going to buckle up. Yes, we are. Oh, this came out for another reading. So just a quick reminder, this is a general reading and I am changing the spread. So what I'm doing is I'm picking from the Dreamers deck. I'm picking your power affirmation / essentially the major theme for you in the month of April. And this is no small theme, Virgo. So your theme is going to be, I know that I do not need to avoid making others uncomfortable by playing small. I am taking up space. Yes. Ooh. I do not need to avoid making others uncomfortable by playing small. This came through, what reading? Aquarius. This came through for Aquarius. So if you have Aquarius in your chart, then you might find some similarities between, or if your sun, moon, rising, and or Venus sign, if you are an Aquarius, Virgo, somewhere in there, you might want to check out the Aquarius monthly reading. It might have some good insights for you, but ooh, this is a big one. This is a big one. And for you, the energy that came through almost kind of immediately when I touched it is, not to mention I'm getting some head stuff happening just immediately. Fun stuff. Ooh. So it might be something to do with this feels a little third eye, maybe a little throat chakra going on here, but it feels exact. It actually matches now that just came to me. Conflict. This feels like you potentially, maybe from childhood, have learned to, as a safety mechanism, to learn to avoid conflict at all cost. And it might prevent you, which is probably why I'm getting it right now, it might prevent you from speaking your truth, for standing up for yourself, for setting a healthy boundary. It's causing you to play small a little bit, because some things are you're worth taking up space. You're worth being who you are authentically and beautifully and healthy. Sorry about that. And healthy and healthy presence and energy. So yeah, this is coming in a lot like maybe it's like an avoidance of conflict, or maybe you don't do conflict at all, which is understandable. A lot of people that grew up in households with a lot of arguments, a lot of conflict, a lot of yelling, they learned as a self-protection mechanism to distance themselves, and they themselves never want to do that. So it could be something like that I'm getting. But let's see. Let's take a look at your journey. So this is a new spread. A new spread I'm doing is just going to be, I'm just going to take a look at your journey as a whole, and then we're going to dive into certain parts of your journey for the month of April, and I'm going to clarify. So let's see. Whew. It also could be a little bit with this card of, I'm going to always be the one that adapts to help everybody else, or I'm going to, a little bit like people pleasing a little bit, but to the unhealthy side of it, where you're going to sacrifice your own needs and desires for someone else's, because that's the easier thing to do. A lot of times that happens if, when you play small. A lot of times that'll happen because you might feel like you're going to have to stand up for yourself, or if you set a healthy boundary or communicate your needs, that one, it may not even matter because you may have learned that from childhood, and two, it may create a conflict that you just don't want to have. So you'd rather just, okay, I can adapt, I can make my needs and desires second, I can make sure that everyone else is okay and feels okay in my world because that's what I've learned to do, and that by default helps me feel safer in my environment. And it's just a matter of, is that working for you now? You know, it's just, is that working for you? Is that contributing to you playing really small? Is that contributing to you maybe feeling what is coming in more like burnout energy, a little bit of burnout or numb, or just you're always depleted because you're the one that's always compromising and adapting to make it easier on everybody else kind of thing? Five of Swords, yeah. So these are people in your life. Five of Swords for sure. They are taking advantage of it. It comes in very strongly of like they're taking advantage of you. And they like it that you play small because that benefits them. That benefits them in a big way. Whew. Boy, the energy just got heavy. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's see what your journey's looking like. So 5 of Swords, 10 of Swords. Well, that's painful, but it is trending like it's a very good thing. Queen of Wands. There we go, Virgo. I'll leave it down here so you can see it a little bit. And then I've got to push it up. 7 of Swords. Oh, Jesus. 3 of Cups. The Devil. Yeah. Oh, boy. 5 of Pentacles. Oh, Virgo. All right, we're in this together. We're going to dive into this together. 5 of Wands. How many 5s? You've got 3 5s here. So just in general, when you have 3 5s, that is, well, there's a lot. Oh, you're ending with the Ace of Cups. Thank the Lord you're ending with the Ace of Cups here. That's change. That is big change. That is big changes, big cycles, big energy here. Ooh, we're going to dive into this one. Man, I don't like it. I can tell you that. I don't like this person in your life or these people in your life. I don't like it. I don't like their energy whatsoever. They do have an immense amount of influence on you, which it feels like that overall in your reading. It's like you have these moments of when you can pull yourself out of their energy just a little bit and out of their manipulation, out of their control just a little bit. And you can have this moment of almost equilibrium, like, oh, I can balance out now. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling more secure. I'm feeling more in control of me. I'm feeling more alive, more free. And then all of a sudden, it's like they come back in and they swoop you back and they pull you back into their energy. And the next thing you know, you go from more of this secure and confident energy right back into the mess with them, right back into that kind of controlling, toxic, unhealthy energy. And I see you doing this throughout this month. The overall impression is you pulling out of it, you being sucked back in a little bit. You pulling out of it, you being sucked back in a little bit. But I do see at the very end of the month, this Ace of Cups. Yeah, I'm going to get 2 more for this just right off the top. Hermit, Judgment. Boom, baby. There's the big major arcana cards I want to see come out of this reading. That's what I want to see. Yes. Okay, it's what I was thinking it was. But I feel like towards the end of your month, you're going to pull out. But this time it's going to be different. You are going to be able to see. You're going to be able to see this person or this group of people a lot more clear. And I feel like you're going to, this comes in a little harsh, but it's more like you're going to learn the lesson. You're going to realize, all this back and forth is kind of good in a sense because it's giving you a taste of both sides of it to where you're going to get to a point, I feel, by the end of the month that you're going to get to choose. You're at a crossroads. You're going to get to choose of how you progress with this person or these group of people. And it's going to reinforce the wisdom you've learned from dealing with these people or this person for this month, and probably you've been dealing with them for a while here. So it's all about learning the lesson, so to speak, or learning the wisdom. Like, what have you learned about you in this situation? How can you apply that going forward on your journey past April? And how can you get your heart more involved here? How can you open up your heart more to you, to something more healthy here? That's how you're ending. This is how you're going to end the month. Ooh. But your journey to this is, we're not going to sugarcoat it here, but it's going to be challenging and fraught with conflict. So okay. It comes in so clear. It's so blatant. So I'm just going to go right from the top. We're going to work ourselves down to this outcome energy. So we have the 5 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, and then the Queen of Wands. So in the beginning of the month, I feel like with this person or group of people that they were exposed a little bit. This feels like that they were exposed. Like you recognized what they were doing. It's almost like you heard what they were talking about and they didn't know you were listening, kind of thing. Or you were made aware by another person that's like, hey, this person's doing this, or these group of people are saying that about you. They're manipulating you, or they're lying to you, or they're kind of stabbing you in the back a little bit. So it's like you were made aware of this 5 of Swords situation, and you had this ending energy. It was, oh, well, now that I'm aware of it and I got it, done, we're going to end this situation. And you moved immediately into this Queen of Wands. This is that powerful, more confident, more secure, more, I'm taking my power back, I'm taking my control back kind of thing. And you stay in that energy for it feels like just like a blip, like a hot second, until this person or people, they come back. They come back, and I don't like it. They come back, it's like the 7 of Cups. The 7 of Swords and the 3 of Cups. They want to come back and act like everything is fine, that no, what you heard wasn't right. No, that's the way you understood that. That's not what's happening here. That's not what went on. If this is a person, if this is a romantic partnership, I feel like you caught them in a lie. Maybe there's some third party energy going on. You know what I'm saying about that? If this is not like a romantic relationship and it's like a group of people or a friendship, they're coming back nonetheless and say, no, you had that wrong. Let's not end this. No, this is not what I meant. And it's almost like, oh, this is going to come in strong. That's how I'm getting it. It almost feels a little bit like gaslighting. It's like what you saw, what you heard, and how you experienced that is just wrong. That wasn't the case. You are wrong because it's really this. It's almost like an invalidation of you and how you feel and how you perceive the situation. They're invalidating that, telling you you're just wrong. You're crazy. That's not how this happened. That this is how it happened. And it's okay. We're good, right? And they sucked you back in a little bit. They made you question. I understand. I feel like this person's very close to you, or people are very close to you. They kind of sucked you back in a little bit. It was kind of like, well, was I right? Did I call this correctly? Did I perceive it wrong, kind of thing? And this is that devil energy, but this is a pattern with this person. And I think the key to moving forward is recognizing the pattern. Recognize the unhealthy pattern here. Is this what they always do when you call them out on something that they don't like or that makes them feel uncomfortable? Do they always flip it back onto you? Do they always make it your problem? Is that a pattern? And do you always kind of just go along with it, even though your gut may be screaming at you, even though it might not feel right? But do you just save peace, to make peace, which, look, it's a self-protection mechanism. You more than likely got it from childhood. I get that. But maybe to save peace, you've always just went along with it. Okay, I'm not going to fight it. I'll believe you, so to speak. I'll just go along with it. It is a pattern, and this pattern is ready to go. I'm clarifying the Devil. 3 of Cups in reverse. I just want to make sure my deck was right side up. It is. This is. Ooh, these people are not good for you. And if I'm going to go back to it again, if this is a romantic relationship and you are in a committed relationship, this feels like third party big time. You've got 2 3 of Cups here. You got the 7 of Swords. That's something's amiss, but I think you know it. I do get the sense that you know it. So if this is a cheating situation, I feel like you do know it. Or you just suspect it. It might be one of those things you suspect they're cheating and they might kind of do the gaslighting thing and you're like, oh, okay, I'll believe you this time or something like that. But it's loud energy here. So 2 more for the Devil. And it keeps coming in. The pattern. Do you see the pattern? Do you recognize the pattern? Do you recognize the pattern that you do? Like, what's the pattern of how you respond to the situation and what's their pattern? How are they responding and how are you responding, and see the pattern in that and ask yourself, does this work for me anymore? Does this work for me? Is there a healthier choice? A little codependent energy here, just a little bit. 2 more for the Devil, please. Oh, okay. They told me Page of Cups. They told me to pull 1 more for the Ace of Cups. So, yep. All right. This is good. This is good. Whew. But I'm not going to lie. Like, the ending's beautiful here towards the end of the month. But, man. 2 more for the Devil, please. Yeah, let's take a looky. King of Swords. Oh, yes. Yes, Virgo. High Priestess. You see it. You know it. You know the truth. You know the truth. You've seen it. You're going to recognize. The King of Swords tells me you're going to recognize this pattern. It's going to be so clear to you. You almost might have the tendency to be like, how could I have not seen this before? But be kind to yourself. We see things when we're ready to see things. That's all it is. We don't make it bigger than it is, okay? Don't use this as an opportunity to really beat up on yourself. That's not what this energy is saying. This energy is saying use this as an opportunity to see it clearly now and make different choices. High Priestess, make different choices because you know the truth now. Now's your opportunity to move into learning the lesson, so to speak. I don't like the word lesson, but I don't know how else to say it. Learning what you need to learn, recognizing the pattern, and making the decision, judgment at this ending energy to move forward. To learn from it, make different decisions, to move forward with, it comes in like youthful innocence, almost like move forward with the lightheartedness of a page. Even if they apologize to you, and they may come back and apologize again to you, I don't think it's going to work this time because you are so clear on your truth and on the truth. And your intuition, your gut is really speaking to you. And I get the sense that the High Priestess is more of like your validation. It's almost like the King of Swords comes in to give you this energy of absolute clarity, which allows you to have that moment of, I was right. My gut was right about that. My intuition was right about that, and that's valuable. That is incredibly valuable, Virgo, is for you to acknowledge that you knew and that your gut was right. So that's helping you trust you and your own guidance moving forward in a beautiful way. So it is good. It's hard, but it is good on a bigger energetic level here for your pathway forward. So the last 2 things I'm going to clarify, I feel like these 5 are they're directly connected to this person or people, but they don't like it. The people don't like it. This person doesn't like it. They're going to feel like they're out in the cold. They're going to feel like they've lost control over you, which they have. I feel like that's it to a big extent. That's a good thing. I feel like they might try to win you back, like compete and win you back and do all the things, but I feel like you've learned the lesson. You've seen it. They might apologize here, but you get to choose, because you get to choose based on your clarity, your truth, not on theirs. No, not on theirs. The ball's in your court. So I'm going to clarify them together. So just clarify the Five of Pentacles and Five of Wands together, please. The ball's in your court. You have the power here, and they know it. And it seems like they're going to fight like hell to get it back, to put you back in a box, or to get the control back, or to suck you back into that energy. You get to choose, though. You get to choose. But at least you're choosing out of clarity. And to really listen to that gut of yours. Really listen to that gut of yours. Okay. The Magician, the Four of Wands, the Queen of Cups. Oh, baby. Well, okay. I'm going to say it like how it comes in. They are absolutely trying to manifest you back into their life. They're doing it in a very emotionally manipulative way with the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups, she has a dark side. She does. Normally, she doesn't come through as the darker side in my readings, but she came through very dark here, meaning it can be very emotionally manipulative, but basically she knows all the buttons to push. And she'll push them to get the emotional response that she wants from you, which is commitment. So this person is trying to manifest commitment with you again. And they're pulling out all the stops. They're pulling out all the stops. It is wrought with conflict. The reason why they're just automatically just like, oh, I've got to get this person back, is because you see the truth now. You see your truth. You see it very clearly now. You're making some new decisions that they can't control. You've probably called them out on it by the end of the month. They don't like it, so they feel out in the cold, so they're going to fight and to compete to try to get you back, using emotional manipulation to do it. They know what buttons to push because they want you to be committed to them, or committed in the sense of, this feels like control. To be honest with you, it just feels like control. So whether it be like a friendship, it could be a friendship here where it's like a ride or die friendship. It could be, and they want only you. They want you and them to just be the only two people. Or a romantic relationship, obviously they want you back into a committed relationship if you guys broke up over this. If it is a business partner, same kind of thing. They want to recommit back to you instead of breaking the business partnership. If this is, I'm going to say this because it kind of came in a little bit with the Queen of Cups. If this is a family member, your mother, this could be someone's mother. Oh boy. I mean, I can relate a little bit to my family situations, but this could be someone's mother. Which, you already know. That's very specific for maybe one of you or a few of you, but if this is your mother, you know exactly what I'm talking about here. And you know exactly what they're doing. And they have the ability to push your buttons and to hit you on an emotional, manipulative way that no one else can, because they're your mother. So but other than that, man, the outcome energy is beautiful. It's just a matter of learning, recognizing the pattern in you and them. So recognizing the pattern in the both of you seeing it clearly, seeing the truth clearly, honoring your intuition and your gut, and sourcing out the wisdom of that to make your decision to move forward, to make your decision in how you're going to move forward, and in what area of your life is this person or people going to be. You get to decide. Balls in your court. Damn, Virgo. Damn. So let's tap on this. Let's tap. I'm going to tap on your power affirmation here. I'm going to get a little sippy sip, but ooh, what a month, Virgo. What a month. So let's go. If you're new to tapping, check out the link below to learn more. But if not, just come in and come on with us. Let's just do it together. Side of the hand. I know that I do not need to avoid making others uncomfortable by playing small. Even though I have a lot of resistance to this, even though this is scary, even though this is hard, that's okay. I'm honoring how I feel about it. I'm giving myself space to process it, because deep down I know that I do not need to avoid making others uncomfortable by playing small. I am taking up space. I am taking up space. I am honoring my truth. I am courageous. I am worthy. And I am taking up space. Even though it's scary, even though I don't know quite what to do just yet, that's okay. Because I'm opening up to receiving clarity around this. I'm opening up just a little more to my intuition and my heart. I'm ready to see things clearly. I'm ready to honor my truth. I'm ready to receive new ideas and information about this, because I'm ready to honor me and my truth. I'm validating me right here, right now. And I am taking up space. I am taking up space. And I give myself permission to take up even more space than I did yesterday, by honoring who I truly am, by recognizing my needs and desires, and by deciding that I'm worthy of them. I am taking up space. I am taking up space. I am taking up space. Okay, let's take a deep breath in on that one. Ooh, let that go. Ooh. Well, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It doesn't look like it's not going to be the most fun spring, April you've had maybe, but focus on that end result. Focus on where you're going. Focus on your journey forward, because by the end of it, I think you're going to be sitting in a pretty good place. A pretty good place, Virgo. So I hope this helped you. I'm wishing you all the best. Love and hugs here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.